Australia will refer to West Bank as occupied Palestinian territories.
This post received a score of 4,300, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Australia will refer to these areas by their status as recognised by the UN and basically every other country.
Australia will go back to referring to these areas by their status as recognised by the UN. The previous government changed Australia's stance for a couple of years. One of the many stupid and pointless things they did.
Very many. It's hard to find anything of any merit in the previous LNP fluster-clucked administration.
Israel has to be held accountable and not call us anti-Semites for calling out their wrongdoings.
You disagree with the policies of our government, therefore you must be a racist and/or persecuting our religion.
Ironically, the practice of calling wolf by issuing disingenuous accusations of racism at one's critics seems to muddy the waters and obfuscate the actual very real problem of racism and the racists who perpetuate it, effectively running cover for them. If I were an actual swastika-waving anti-Semite who wished harm on Jewish people, I reckon I'd be thrilled to see the discussion about anti-Semitism dominated by accusations being cast at people criticizing the policies of the current Israeli government for human rights abuses.
My head hurts whenever there's a discussion around this. The history is so long and complex that I've stopped trying to comprehend it. All I can conclude at this point is that both Hamas and the Israeli government are terrible.
You say you can't comprehend it, and yet you've summed up the problem perfectly.
For more context, this is a return to an older position we had as a country before our previous conservative government changed the policy. The same government also moved our embassy to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv, which has also since been reversed.
The same West Bank that beheaded a gay man not even a year ago. Israel has countless issues, but they'll always be a better alternative to literally everyone else in the region.
Arafat should have taken the deal.
Israel controls airspace over Palestine, has right to move their military through Palestine, station troops, military bases, and radar stations on Palestine, and to control the maritime boundaries on Gaza. Israel retains rights over Jordan River water, and is given control over water management and how to allocate it between Israel and Palestine. Palestine cannot enter foreign alliances, and Israel retains the right to reject foreigners and materials entering Palestine. The agreement would basically have left Palestine as a puppet state with no control over its own resources, borders, airspace, and which would be divided up by Israeli-controlled roads and surrounded by Israeli territory, and continue to be occupied by the Israeli military, and with an Israeli veto over its foreign policy, while Israel basically made no territorial concessions in exchange to be allowed to annex further West Bank land.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.